Hi, Mr. Hillman. Starting with what had happened this morning in New York City, can you tell us more about the identity of the anti-ICE rider and then anything you know about the manifesto?
No, I just got apprised of that before I walked out here, so I don't want to get ahead of the FBI. I don't know what changed since I walked out here, so it's too early. I'm not going to comment on it.
Sir,
Other than it's just another example of someone, attacking ICE because of the constant mismessaging and vilification of the men and women of ICE. Look, I'm a supporter of body cameras. I know that body cameras exonerate officers almost 90% of the time. I want the American people to see what that ICE agent sees. You can have cell phone cameras from across the street or cameras from the side or city cameras. I want the American people to see what that ICE officer sees when he takes action. And I think it's going to help ICE with the false media that's out there about him.
Is this administration more concerned about the number, the quantity of ICE administrations that are
No.
deployed over the quality?
I can't speak for everybody in the administration, but quality agents are very important.
So
It should be all. You're going to give somebody a badge and gun, they need to be the best they can be.
So are there going to be reevaluations then of the hiring?
That's a question for ICE.
Is there any
Mr.
other
Hillman.
procedure or protocol on the ground changing? Stops?
There's already,
suspects.
the director of ICE decided that, there needs to be at least one body camera on the scene. And again, I'm a big supporter of the body cameras. And as more body camera gets out there, they all happen.
That's
But-
the only change.
But let's be clear, you can attack the men and women at ICE all you want. It comes down to one simple fact. These people fail to comply with law enforcement. Even some of the major chiefs in this country who don't necessarily agree with this administration says you always comply with law enforcement. But the hateful rhetoric that ICE isn't a real law enforcement agency. I see these signs that resist. ICE are let's abolish them. They're fascists. When you keep that hateful rhetoric up for a year and a half, there's going to be that percentage of that left population that it's going to be emboldened to take action because they're not a real law enforcement agency. I should resist them. All they had to do is simply comply with law enforcement. If you don't like what law enforcement did to you, then go to the courts, sue, call the ACLU, do whatever you want to do. But you should always comply with law enforcement. If they did, they'd be alive today. Now, I'm not going to comment on the investigation itself. We'll wait for it to play out. This is about complying with law enforcement, and a lot of the negative, hateful. And I said this a year ago: if a hateful rhetoric doesn't stop, there will be bloodshed. And unfortunately, I was right. And I'll tell you something else: it's not over yet.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to Mirror Now.